Hello, I'm Cheryl, and this is Sleep Tight Relax, a weekly bedtime show for kids who need a good sleep. Tonight's story is about a butterfly who, feeling unwell, entrusts a kind caterpillar with the care of her future offspring. Despite her doubts about her suitability for the task, the caterpillar promises to do her best. Seeking advice from a wise lark, the caterpillar learns that the butterfly's eggs will hatch into caterpillars and that they should be fed cabbage leaves. As the caterpillar cares for the eggs, she discovers that she herself will one day transform into a butterfly. Before we continue with our story, let's take a moment to take some great big belly breaths. This will help you relax and get ready for a deep and restful sleep. Breathing in slowly through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Notice how your belly rises as you fill yourself up with air. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice how relaxing it feels as you release the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. You are becoming relaxed, calm, and peaceful. One more time. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Great. Let's continue with our story, The Butterfly. "Can you help me take care of my future children?" asked a butterfly to a quiet caterpillar who was strolling along a cabbage leaf. "See these little eggs?" continued the butterfly. "I'm not feeling well, and I worry about what will happen to my baby butterflies if something happens to me. Will you, kind caterpillar, take care of them? But remember, they can't eat your rough food. They need early dew and honey from flowers, and they must only fly a little at first because they won't be able to use their wings properly right away. It's a shame you can't fly yourself, but I have no time to find another nurse now. Please do your best." "Oh dear, I don't know why I laid my eggs on a cabbage leaf. Still, you'll be kind, won't you? Here, take this gold dust from my wings as a reward." "Oh, how dizzy I feel. Caterpillar, don't forget about the food." With these words, the butterfly drooped her wings and was gone, leaving the green caterpillar standing alone with the butterfly's eggs. "What a strange choice she made," exclaimed the caterpillar. "A poor, crawling creature like me to take care of her delicate baby butterflies? Once they have wings, they'll fly away from me whenever they want. How silly some creatures can be, despite their beautiful wings and gold dust." But the poor butterfly was gone, and the eggs were left on the cabbage leaf. The green caterpillar had a kind heart and decided to do her best. She got no sleep that night, walking around the eggs to keep them safe. In the morning, she thought, "I need advice. How would a crawling creature like me know what to do?" But whom should the caterpillar ask? The shaggy dog in the garden was too rough and might knock the eggs off the leaf. The cat basking in the sun was too selfish to care. "Who is the wisest creature I know?" sighed the caterpillar. Then she thought of the lark, who flew high into the sky and must know a lot. The caterpillar sent a message to the lark, asking him to come and talk to her. When he arrived, she explained her difficulties and asked for advice on feeding and raising the little creatures. "Perhaps you'll find out something the next time you fly high," she suggested. The lark said he might, and then flew up into the bright blue sky. His voice faded away, and the caterpillar couldn't see him anymore. She continued to walk around the butterfly's eggs, nibbling bits of the cabbage leaf. "What a long time the lark has been gone," she cried. "I wonder where he is. He must have flown higher than usual. I wish I knew what he sees and hears up there." Finally, the lark's voice was heard again, and the caterpillar almost jumped for joy. The lark descended with a hushed note to the cabbage bed. "Great news, friend caterpillar," sang the lark, "but you won't believe me." "I believe everything I am told," the caterpillar said hastily. "Well, first, I'll tell you what these little creatures are to eat," said the lark, nodding toward the eggs. "Guess what it is?" "Dew and honey from flowers, I suppose," sighed the caterpillar. "No, something simpler, something you can easily get." "I can only get cabbage leaves," murmured the caterpillar. "Exactly. Feed them cabbage leaves," the lark exclaimed. "Never!" cried the caterpillar. "Their mother said no such thing." "Their mother didn't know," insisted the lark. "Why ask me if you don't believe what I say?" "Oh, I believe everything I am told," said the caterpillar. "No, you don't," replied the lark. "You don't believe me about the food, and that is just the beginning. What do you think these eggs will turn into?" "Butterflies, of course," said the caterpillar. "Caterpillars," sang the lark, "and you'll see for yourself." The lark flew away, not wanting to argue. "I thought the lark was wise," muttered the caterpillar, "but he is silly and rude. Maybe he flew too high. It's a pity when those who soar high are still foolish. I wonder what he sees up there." "I would tell you if you believed me," sang the lark, descending again. "I believe everything I am told," repeated the caterpillar. "Then I will tell you the best part. You will one day be a butterfly yourself." "Crazy bird," exclaimed the caterpillar. "You tease me, and now you're cruel? Go away. I won't ask your advice again." "I told you you wouldn't believe me," said the lark. "I believe everything reasonable," the caterpillar insisted. "But saying butterflies' eggs are caterpillars, and caterpillars become butterflies with wings is nonsense." "I see many wonders, whether in the cornfields or the sky," said the lark. "Oh, caterpillar, it's because you crawl and never leave your cabbage leaf that you call things impossible." "Nonsense," shouted the caterpillar. "I know what's possible. Look at my long green body and endless legs. Then talk about wings and a feathery coat." "You think you're wise," cried the lark, "but do you hear my song rejoicing as I soar to the wonder world above? Accept what comes from there with trust." "What do you call that?" asked the caterpillar. "Belief in possibilities," said the lark. "How can I learn to believe in possibilities?" asked the caterpillar. At that moment, she felt something beside her. She looked and saw several little green caterpillars moving around, already making holes in the cabbage leaf. They had hatched from the butterfly's eggs. Shame and amazement filled her heart, but soon joy followed. If the first wonder was possible, the second might be too. "Teach me, Lark," she said. The lark sang of the wonders of the earth and sky. The caterpillar talked to her family about becoming a butterfly. They didn't believe her, but she had learned to believe in possibilities. When she was going into her chrysalis, she said, "I shall be a butterfly someday." Her family thought she was losing her mind and said, "Poor thing." But when she emerged as a butterfly, she said, "I have known many wonders. I have belief in possibilities and can trust what comes next." The little green caterpillars continued to grow and thrive on the cabbage leaves, just as the lark had said. The caterpillar watched over them with a protective heart, guiding them as they nibbled and grew. She marveled at how their tiny bodies grew stronger each day. They wiggled and squirmed, and their bright green color became even more vibrant. One sunny morning, as Caterpillar was teaching the young caterpillars how to navigate the leaves, she felt a gentle fluttering beside her. She turned to see the lark perched on a nearby flower, watching her with a twinkle in his eye. "Good morning, Caterpillar," sang the lark. "How are your charges today?" "They are doing wonderfully," Caterpillar replied. "You were right about the cabbage leaves. They are growing so quickly." The lark nodded. "And do you believe in possibilities now?" Caterpillar smiled. "Yes, I do. I've seen these little ones transform right before my eyes. If they can grow and change, then so can I." Days turned into weeks, and the young caterpillars continued to grow. Caterpillar was amazed at their progress and felt a sense of pride in her role as their guardian. She began to notice subtle changes in her own body as well. Her skin felt tighter, and she sensed an inner strength building. One evening, as the sun was setting and casting a golden glow over the garden, Caterpillar gathered the young caterpillars around her. "It's time for me to rest now," she said softly. "But remember, you must believe in yourselves and the possibilities that lie ahead." The young caterpillars looked up at her with wide eyes, their tiny antennae twitching in curiosity. Caterpillar found a safe, quiet spot on the cabbage leaf and began to spin her chrysalis. As she worked, she felt a sense of peace and anticipation. The lark watched from his perch, singing a gentle lullaby. "Rest well, Caterpillar. Your journey is just beginning." Days passed and the garden continued to flourish. The young caterpillars explored their world, growing stronger and more adventurous with each passing day. They often paused by the caterpillar's chrysalis, curious about what was happening inside. One bright morning, the chrysalis began to stir. The young caterpillars gathered around, watching in awe as Caterpillar emerged, transformed into a beautiful butterfly. Her wings were a dazzling array of colors, shimmering in the sunlight. The lark flew down to greet her. "Welcome, butterfly. You have embraced the possibilities and become something truly magnificent." The butterfly stretched her new wings, feeling the warmth of the sun on her delicate scales. She looked at the young caterpillars and smiled. "Thank you for believing in me, Lark. And thank you, little ones, for showing me the way." With a graceful flutter, the butterfly took to the sky, her wings carrying her higher and higher. The young caterpillars watched in amazement, filled with hope and excitement for their own futures. If you are still awake, I would like you to whisper to yourself or just say in your mind, "I trust that wonderful things can happen, even if I can't see them right now. I can always ask for help and learn from others. I am kind and helpful, just like the caterpillar. I believe in myself and my abilities. I am calm, relaxed, and peaceful." Good night. Sleep tight.